What's happening, guys? I'm going to take a break from watching the Olympics right now and do a little Q&A with you guys. I posted it up on Facebook and Twitter today, like an hour or 2 hours ago or something. And I'm going to answer some of your questions tonight. So here we go. I'm going to start with Twitter first. Coming from @CamTheMac. He asks, what's the best way to get into playing Ultimate if there's no clubs near me? Cam, best way of doing that. No clubs, meaning there's no club teams, no college teams, no high school teams. The best way of getting into it is obviously going to be either traveling an hour, 2 hours to a city that has teams, or simply just trying to find a group of guys and start building a program or just building a team from where you are. I hope you are lucky enough to do that. But if you live in a city that doesn't, or if you, we said this to our kids too, that if you live in a city with a club team but you're not good enough to make it, still go out and try out for the teams. A lot of teams are having their tryouts right around now. Most teams have already done it, but show up to a club team, talk to them. They'll help you. They'll point you in the right direction of where you can find a league or find a team that is that you're able to play on. Let's see. Always Dale says, if you had to choose one player the Cats need to shut down to win the championship, it would be who? Philadelphia. They just won actually pretty handily. I think they won by like 15 or something tonight. I've watched quite a bit of their game film and didn't watch the game obviously tonight because I don't think it was streaming, but and also obviously watched the game when they played us. And I would say that the person that we probably need, I don't know if there's a single person that we really need to shut down. I think just defensively as a team, we need to work together to make sure that they're not allowed easy passes. I think when we played them first, we made it very easy for them to score. They just kind of ran it down the fourth side. So we got to do a better job of that. It should be a good game though. @WickO Jr. asks, what age did you start playing Ultimate Frisbee? I started playing Ultimate Frisbee seriously around the age like 18, but I picked up a Frisbee for the first time around 16 or 17, I think. @DRoof3, what is your favorite part of Ultimate? I think it's just making the big plays. The ability of just making huge layout catches or Ds or bombing flicks and stuff. I just love making big plays. @Zach Webb, how long until Ultimate is going to be in the Olympics? A long time, I would say. I was actually watching, if you didn't see it, there's a thing called race walking that's been around, I guess, for the Olympics. This is at least the second year it's been in the Olympics, because they were talking about last year's medalists. And essentially what it is, it's power walking. You literally go around, I think they did 10 kilometers or something, as fast as you can, and the rules are I believe you have to have one point of contact on the ground at all times, and your leg or something has to be straight when it hits or something like that. I can't really remember. But essentially all it is you're just loaded power walking. These people are power walking. And the thing that separates that from Ultimate is that there's actually officials in it, right? There's people standing, because, I mean, you can pretty much just walk next to them or jog or whatever next to them. There's people all lined around the course watching and making sure no one cheats. And that's really the big difference in the two sports, is one has officials and one doesn't. So if you watch every Olympic sport, they all have officials. There's always someone there judging, watching, doing something. And Ultimate will never be an Olympic sport unless we have officials. So there you go. Let's see. Also going back to that, some guy, for those that think it's a joke, some guy actually like passed out with like 300 meters left. He literally was power walking real fast and then got like dizzy or something, and then just crushed right in the barriers and looked really like not in good shape. So those guys are clocking it. They're going like 10 miles an hour too, which is pretty fast. Would you be on Dancing with the Stars help? Would you being on Dancing with the Stars help Ultimate grow? Would you do it? Yes, I would definitely do it, for sure. I love to dance. That was asked by Z49. At Chazilion asks, I live in the UK and love playing Ultimate at school. How do you get into the sport as there isn't much around? It's tough, man. I'm trying my best to get more and more people looking at the sport. That's really all I can do. And hopefully it catches on. And I really do think if we get officials and everyone backs having officials at the top level, the school system and stuff like that will start looking at Ultimate more seriously. And if it has the potential of actually getting into like an actual high school sport, I think it's just going to blow up. How did you first get into playing Ultimate? Neil at Neil V21. I ran cross country in high school, and after cross country practices, we would get together and just throw around, and that's basically how it started. At Double O Wolf. Brodie, do you have a favorite food? Steak. Easy. At Jeff23. What makes you so Darkhorse? I don't know, man. I don't know. You tell me. Am I Darkhorse? Maybe. Alright, I'm a little Darkhorse. At CC Dacey. CC Dacey. That's a Darkhorse name. When are you coming to Dallas? I don't know when I'm coming to Dallas, but I'll definitely be in the Austin area soon. I'm moving down there, so I don't know about Dallas. But if you have a big group there, I do want to run some clinics and stuff around the Texas area. So if you have a group that wants to do a clinic in Dallas, hit me up. What do you think about all this Darkhorse in the Olympics? At Deb and US 53. Dude, there's a lot of Darkhorse things going on in the Olympics. I was just talking about a Darkhorse event. Race walking. That's the epitome of Darkhorse. At Jaden A. Shaw, can you give more info on the East Coast Cut Tour or whatever you're gonna call it? Jaden, so basically Cut Camp is going to be happening for 2013. It's going to be in Chicago, and there's going to be 2 sessions, 1 week each session. You can show up to both sessions. That'd be awesome, but there's going to be 2 weeks that you can go, and then after that year, we're going to talk about doing some other things. But for sure, Cut Camp over summer. Me and Chris are talking about doing a tour up the East Coast, maybe possibly going west a little bit, but that will be on the website when it finally comes up. It's taking forever, I know, but I'm sorry. Hold out for your patience on that. Let's see. At who else we got? At Stone asks, how many Frisbees do you own? I don't know how many Frisbees I own, but I can tell you I'm looking right now in my living room, and I can see over 40 right now. Are you looking forward to crushing a tough next-gen tour? Ask TJ Brown Music. Are we playing them? I don't know if we're playing them. I guess if we're playing them. I don't know. I'm not going to be 100% until basically Nationals is when I'll be 100%. I'm right now like at 60, 65%. So I don't know about me crushing, but hopefully my teammates do if we play them. That'd be fun. At Connor Cosmics asks, what was your happiest moment on the field? Easily winning the 2010 National Championship. At Spoons with Wolves. Nice. What's it like playing with the Rook Shepherd? I heard he smells of cherry blossoms and a hint of domination. That basically sums it up, man. It's just that I can't say anything better than that. You just summed it up. At username Taken1, how many hours do you train per week? A good amount. Right now, obviously, my training's down because I only have one leg, and like today, I didn't really do too much because I did a really hard workout yesterday. I biked and ran a little bit, and then did like stairs for a while, and so I woke up and my leg was getting crushed. I didn't do much today, but I mean, if you can put in 20-25 hours a week, that's gonna be pretty good. That's gonna help you out a lot. At Lou Daddy Swaggins, can I have an autographed Frisbee? Yeah, man. You can buy one offline. It's in the description. It's called Brodie Disc Store or whatever it's called. I don't even know what I put it down as. All right, moving on to Facebook. Andrew Deaning, what's your favorite throw to do? The hammer. David Narashev, why won't you head down to Los Angeles and do some trick shots with your biggest fans at the beach? Because that's really far away. But I do love Los Angeles besides the traffic. The traffic's terrible. Danny Macon, when did you first start to throw a disc? I think 16. I'm going to do whichever one's got a lot of thumbs up, so I'm not sure. Houston Natsky, what is your pregame meal? Oh, my pregame meal. I don't really have a specific pregame meal. Um, I mean, I normally don't like to eat that much before I play, to be honest with you, but I would say maybe a banana, like right before. I normally eat a banana like a few, like 10, 15 minutes prior to a game. But other than that, I don't really have a pregame meal that I eat all the time. Isaac Longton, how did your surgery go? Thanks for asking, man. The surgery went well. It's been taking a lot longer than I thought to get back from it. I do have, I do still have a lot of pain, which is frustrating, but I'm trying to work through it, man. Danny Colley, what pro athlete would make the best ultimate player? Oh man. I feel like the best ultimate player would come from someone that has great size, leaping ability, and speed, and has really good hand-eye coordination. I mean, I would love to see a LeBron James play ultimate. Um, and I think he's just an athletic freak. And granted, there's a lot of running involved and stuff, but basketball's pretty tiring too. If you've ever played basketball before, it's pretty tiring. So I feel like he could definitely pretty do pretty well in ultimate. Do you ever think this is Paul Feiner? Do you ever think big athletic companies like Nike or Adidas will ever be in ultimate biz, and would you like them to? Um, I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever be in there. It really depends on where Ultimate goes. If Ultimate goes the referee route and starts putting it on and marketing it more and stuff like that, then I think bigger companies will look at it. If we continue to hold back and keep the sport from growing, sure, we can get more people playing it, but I'm talking about growing in the sense of like where fans and stuff actually start watching. I think the AEL did a really good job this year, but I think it has potential for a big company to come in, and I would love that to happen because then that means you can actually make money playing Ultimate Frisbee, which would be sick. Do you think Ultimate will be in Rio 2016? Asked Rebecca Parada. I answered that earlier with what it needs to happen. Unfortunately, not. I think if I ever want to be involved in the Olympics and Ultimate, it's going to be as a coach, and that's going to be a long, long time from now because we have taken so long, and it's a very, I don't know. We'll see what next year happens. This year with the AEDL, it's been interesting. I think there's been a lot of growth there, but really the next couple of years will be interesting to see where it goes. Christian Scanlon, do you have any bromances on the field playing competitively? Well, I did play on this Savage team. Savage means you only play with like 8 guys, or what would we have 9 guys or something. So you play a tournament with basically no subs. We were called Bromance, and that had who was on that team? It was me, Cole Sullivan, Alton Gaines, Raj, KP, Joey was on that team. Oh, who else was on that team? Troy was on that team. And, oh, man, there's a couple other, maybe that was it. Were there other people on that team too? I can't remember if there was other people. But we ended up winning the tournament, and we were called Bromance, so I feel like we all have bromances for each other. Maybe, I don't know. Pierre Jadul, did you expect to be such a good player when you first started playing Ultimate? If no, at what point did you realize you had the talent? Oh, thanks, man, for calling me a good player. I appreciate it. Every sport I've played a lot of sports. Every sport I played, I've definitely have always wanted to excel at. I think everyone wants to do that. But I've always had like more of a burning passion to continue to do something until I do it right. And then once I get it, just keep hammering it into where, the consistency kicks in. I definitely saw my freshman year at Florida that I had a potential of being a good player. I played against I played against the best players in college ultimate that year, and after that, I kind of looked at it and was like, there's no reason I can't be up here with these guys. And so I really worked hard on my game, and yeah, it turned out well. And there's a lot of stuff I still continue to work on. My decision making this year is something that, especially going into club season, I think playing in the ADL, maybe even having to sit out and watch games and see mistakes and stuff, I've learned actually a lot about my game on, when is it okay to try to make that big throw, and when is it important for me just to complete a dump swing pass. So that's one thing I've been working on a lot, is my decision making. So there's always room for improvement. Have you ever played any other sports in college, high school, other than Ultimate? Asked Brian. In high school, I did golf, tennis, cross country, and track. Elliot Skindizer. What team do you predict to win YCCs, each division? Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know anything about this. Post in the comments what teams are even playing. I went to USA Ultimate's website to try to get more information on it, and then it's kind of hard to get any sort of information on it. So I wish I could go same time as the AUDL Championship, but good luck to all the teams that are participating. Have a fun weekend, man. It's fun to compete. Rard asks, can you give me a disc? Unfortunately not. I'm sorry. I can't just give. I do a lot of giveaways, though. I have 2 discs on eBay right now, and I do give prizes away all the time. Why blah, 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 blah. Matt Nelson. A couple more questions, guys. Do you like the ADL rules more than USA Ultimate rules, or the other way around? Also, do you think Ultimate would make it in the Olympics if it was played by the ADL rules? Okay. I definitely like the ADL rules overall better than USA Ultimate rules. Are there things that need to change in the ADL? Absolutely. But overall, I think the rules are better, and I think they will continue to change the rules until it gets to the point of where it's really great. You don't really know if something's going to work or not until you kind of play with it a couple times. So, yeah, and obviously I think the big key is the refs in the AUDL versus everything else. And yeah, okay. What is your favorite type of Ultimate disc, and what kind would be a great kind to use in Ultimate's Club for schools? Mitchell Hartley says. The best kind is my disc, obviously. But no, any Discraft 175-gram disc works. Let's say two more questions. Kenley G. How can a short guy improve his air game? Boxing out. Getting position is very important. Essentially, basically, if you allow the taller guy to get a running start, he's going to sky you every time. So you got to really make sure you try to box out. But there is a fine line between playing the guy and not playing the disc. So make sure you don't do that. But getting to the spot first. But unfortunately, in Ultimate, man, if you're short and you can't jump, you're going to get skied. That's just how it is. Don't go deep. Last question. Oh, this is a good one to end it on. Adam Neuer. Brodie, why don't you have a girlfriend? You're a stud. Thanks, dude, for the stud part, not for calling me out for not having a girlfriend. Why don't I have a girlfriend? Well, in the past, I didn't have a girlfriend just because I wasn't really looking for one. I was trying to focus on myself a lot and working on some of those things. But now, I'm more open to having a girlfriend, I suppose. It's just I travel a lot and I'm moving. Like, I was only up here for like 2 months, and half the time I wasn't even here. And now I'm moving to Austin and stuff. So it's just all about patience and waiting for the right person to come into your life when it happens. So, all right, I'll end it on that Darkhorse question. Dating advice with Brodie coming next. All right. Yeah, so post in the comments. I think I asked a couple questions that you guys can answer in the comments. And let me know what you guys think. Do you want me to do more of these Q&As or not? If I didn't get to your question, I'm sorry. My voice is getting a little hoarse, and I need to drink some milk. So post in the comments if you want more of these or not. And, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Man up. Olympics!